How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Some more. It's politics, but Laura here. Here we have Judge Pirro that is going to talk about what occurred as far as the Muslim guy coming to from the West Coast to the East Coast to DC to pow the National Guards by the White House. Literally, where he was, you could see the White House across the park. Quite interesting, but listen to what she's saying.
He has been identified as Ramanullah Lakhanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan who entered the United States under Biden's Operation Allies Welcome, a program following the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. He resided in Bellingham, Washington, with his wife and, we believe, 5 children. We're working very closely with our federal partners, especially DHS and the FBI, to review his immigration history and the vetting process itself. What we know about him is that he drove his vehicle across country from the state of Washington with the intended target of coming to our nation's capital. Our nation's capital should not and must not be a place where evil comes to commit violence, whatever.
Okay. I have to interject because there is something that she is not saying. I know that she knows, but she is not saying because it doesn't quite pertain directly with what she's saying, but indirectly, the UN has everything to do with this. They have a woman by the name of Amy Pope that is high up, that was, how can I say, directly responsible for bringing people from Asia, all of Asia, including the Middle East, and Latin America, and sending them all throughout the European nations, including the United States. So this guy from Afghanistan that came here through Biden had everything to do with that. But let me stop, let her finish.
Their cause or motive may be. We should not have to live in fear in the nation's capital, especially by one who came here from a foreign country. And through a process that was so absurd that he came through and released into this country, as many were, knowing virtually nothing about his vetting. This is what happens in this country when people are allowed in who are not properly vetted. These guardsmen and all who are here to protect the district are the line that separates a civilized society from a barbaric one. They are the ones who stand for law and order. This was not just an attack. It was a direct challenge to law and order in our nation's capital.
We will not let this heinous act of violence prevent people from visiting our beautiful nation's capital. And we will also continue to highlight any evidence that we can publicly. And as the judge said, this individual is in this country for one reason and one reason alone: because of the disastrous withdrawal from the Biden administration and the failure to vet anyway, in any way, shape, or form, this individual and countless others. And this administration has taken the rightful step to stop any further allowance of people with this similar background into the country, and we're thankful for that.
Let's keep in mind, this policy is Biden's disaster of a policy. And I have to say, the Democrats, those who voted to have the border opened, to allow any and everyone in so that they can stay in power, it was not even considering at all what would occur if they allowed this to happen. Now, people are getting harmed, eliminated, grape juice due to his policies to keep Democrats in power. And you're okay with the chaos. You're the problem. You are the problem. Now, you're not doing anything to stop people from getting hurt. You're not doing anything to keep the people from eliminating Americans, naturalized citizens, and people that hold green cards. You're doing zero to stop the people, whether if they are your family members, your friends. You're doing zero besides protesting against ICE to keep the people that you want here, and you're doing nothing about the people that are committing the crimes. Something to think about. Please like, subscribe, and leave a message. And thank you for stopping by.